everyone. Welcome to the AnimeVerse Hubs. Today we're diving into an absolutely incredible arc from Swallowed Star that will completely blow your minds. Remember, this is based on the novel, so it won't be 100% similar to the Donghua version. Don't forget to subscribe, and without further ado, let's go into the story. The Star Tower stood before Luo Feng without any master controlling it, completely ownerless despite its unimaginable power. Since its 9 nebular whirlpools possessed incredibly destructive capabilities that could annihilate even universe-venerable level warriors, it was absolutely obvious why this tower had achieved legendary status throughout the entire universe. However, for it to generate such an overwhelmingly powerful calling specifically on Luo Feng, this was something that transcended all logic. Can I actually obtain the Star Tower? The thought blazed through Luo Feng's mind. Can I truly become its rightful master? The calling resonating through his very soul was undeniably powerful, clearly emanating from the tower itself. The Star Tower has been standing here for over 1,000,000,000 years, Luo Feng thought, with cold logic. Even universe masters couldn't claim it. If such an ultimate treasure landed in my hands, would I even dare use it? The moment I'm discovered to possess it, countless universe masters would rush here and very likely make me their soul slave to control the tower through me. This was the brutal truth. Strength and treasure were fundamentally interdependent. Without sufficient strength, attempting to take ownership would be absolute disaster. He would be forced to hide it completely until his power rose high enough to face even universe masters. But the calling proved one crucial thing. The Star Tower was fundamentally related to the Nameless manual he obtained. The Yunmo planet ship required 10 additional days to reach the tower's base. Luo Feng used this time to calm himself through meditation, as the calling was interfering with his mental state. When he finally arrived at the massive entrance, over 1,000,000 kilometers tall, he attempted everything to bond with it. Blood offerings, spirit energy, changing positions, trying different doors. Absolutely everything possible. Failure, failure, and still nothing but failure. How can there be no reaction at all? Luo Feng's frustration mounted. I can feel the tower calling to me with incredible strength. Yet no matter what I try, there's simply no response. Blade River King? A passionate shout resounded as Vulture King appeared, a malevolent-looking warrior with 3 horns and 4 legs. After his own failed attempt at bonding, Vulture invited Luo Feng to explore together. There are hundreds of thousands of immortals inside. The battles can become absolutely terrifying. No thanks, Luo Feng rejected politely. I prefer to explore alone. Why would he need another immortal when he possessed his soul slave Heavy Arrow King, a pinnacle immortal king warrior completely loyal to him? Luo Feng walked within the vast tower, each step covering tens of thousands of kilometers. The Star Tower was fundamentally a massive structure containing countless forbidden spaces, separate dimensional pockets with unique dangers, secretly linked through pathways that shifted unpredictably. Scanning devices and teleportation can only work within a single forbidden space, Luo Feng recalled. I cannot teleport to another space from here. He found himself in an endless desert space when suddenly, the entire desert began shaking violently with incredible intensity. I've never heard Heavy Arrow mention this. Luo Feng quickly summoned his soul slave. Heavy Arrow materialized instantly. Such a huge disturbance. Master, the Star Tower's inherent dangers are normally dormant. Such a massive disturbance indicates extremely high danger. Why does your very first forbidden space have this? The sand grew uproar and a red-armored being rose, over 1,000 kilometers tall with over 10,000 razor-sharp blades. A centipede-like metal creature with jade-green eyes filled with pure killing intent. A 1,000-kilometer-grade forbidden guard. Heavy Arrow was stunned. I've explored here over 10,000 years. The strongest I ever encountered was only 100 kilometers. Master, this proves the tower is responding to you in some profound way. The forbidden guards are advanced metal automatons, Luo Feng analyzed. Soul attacks are ineffective. We have only one choice. Shake it violently enough to destroy its energy core within. The centipede released an absolutely ear-piercing cackle that created sonic ripples at light speed. stunning their senses. When Luo Feng awoke from the disorienting shock, the centipede had materialized directly above them. Tens of enormous claws, each tens of kilometers long, came slashing like a meat grinder. The surrounding space was torn apart. Luo Feng rushed skyward, his silver blade clashing with massive force. It's incredibly sturdy. Even my blade cannot penetrate. With countless claws surrounding the main body, he had no way to reach the core. He flapped his Shawu wings, dodging repeatedly with incredible speed. Break! Heavy Arrow howled, activating his amplification technique. He drew his ancient bow. Just the backlash alone caused space to disintegrate. The arrow formed a demonic illusion, appearing as two simultaneous strikes. Heavy Arrow King's legendary dual arrow technique, Luo Feng recognized. The two arrow manifestations clashed hard against the many surrounding claws with incredible force, systematically knocking them aside one after another. The final strike hit the centipede's stomach with full pinnacle immortal king power. The first arrow component forcefully tore through the stomach armor plating, revealing a gaping wound in the metal construction. The second arrow component pierced completely through the opening, creating a massive cavity and causing the centipede to cringe backward. The countless claws that had been surrounding Luo Feng suddenly stopped their coordinated assault and withdrew. That powerful? Luo Feng was genuinely shocked by the devastating effectiveness. Be careful, Master, Heavy Arrow warned. These guards have powerful defenses. Even invincible immortal kings cannot tear through easily. This one may have other trump cards. The two warriors swiftly flashed through space, creating substantial distance. Luo Feng carefully examined the twitching centipede from their safer position. Suddenly, crackling lightning began sprouting around its torn stomach region. Another head forcefully sprouted from within the stomach hole, tearing the wound open even wider. The liquid metal material began flowing and reforming, constructing a completely whole second centipede emerging from the first. One became two. Don't tell me these two will become four. Luo Feng flew away at maximum speed. One centipede pierced through the sky, its countless claws climbing in midair as the space around it shook violently. It chased Luo Feng with impressive speed, but with Luo Feng dodging at his absolute maximum velocity, the centipede could never successfully catch up. On the other end, another centipede rushed aggressively at Heavy Arrow. Heavy Arrow responded by once again drawing and shooting a devastating arrow. His powerful attack shot forward with incredible force. The space surrounding the arrow's trajectory tore apart completely as the attack systematically knocked away the defensive claws. The final devastating vibrations hit the centipede's stomach region once more. Its stomach was pierced clean through. Heavy Arrow rushed straight toward the newly created hole. Countless claws madly slashed at him from all angles, but he had wisely prepared another arrow in advance, easily knocking away all the obstructing claws. Just as Heavy Arrow reached the hole's edge and was about to rush inside, a gold silhouette shot out with lightning speed, faster than even Heavy Arrow could possibly react. It struck directly against his body, hitting the ancient clock armor with tremendous force and knocking him far away through space. An absolutely ear-piercing sound suddenly resounded throughout the entire forbidden space, shaking the desert itself. The two huge centipedes abruptly stopped their aggressive pursuit and landed heavily on the ground. Something gold was climbing out, a 20-meter gold-armored scorpion with blood-red eyes and a deadly bent tail. The centipedes obeyed it, lying down as the scorpion climbed on, never taking its eyes off Luo Feng. Master, this gold creature is extraordinarily strong, Heavy Arrow warned. Its pure physical attack exceeds even pinnacle immortal kings. That tail is its strongest weapon. Have you identified any weak points? Luo Feng asked. No, its defense appears uniform throughout. It's not wise to clash directly. We should drag out the fight until we find the pathway out. However, Luo Feng noticed something unsettling. Even though watching both warriors, the scorpion seemed more focused specifically on him. The scorpion suddenly released another piercing howl. In the distance, the two centipedes suddenly moved with explosive speed, both rushing directly at Heavy Arrow. Why are both focusing on Heavy Arrow? Luo Feng wondered. The gold scorpion made its move, waving its tail like gold lightning at Luo Feng. Let's see how powerful this scorpion truly is. The two clashed instantly. Luo Feng's silver slash collided with its claw. The faster tail strike pierced at him, but Luo Feng waved his Shawu wing forward. The devastating tail clashed with the legendary wings, knocking Luo Feng backward. But the reflected force sent the scorpion rolling. The tail is indeed most powerful, Luo Feng observed. Against automatons, my poison is useless. Luo Feng rushed forward. He raised his blade. The scorpion defended with pincers. But Luo Feng's wings suddenly flapped hard, unleashing moon policy. The scorpion, defending against the blade, was hit by the unexpected wing strike and thrown completely off balance. The Shawu wing's edges, sharper than any blade, tore space apart. Silver light slashed the scorpion's body. The special space energy penetrated inward, weakening its defense substantially. A weird, unsettling grinding sound emerged as the scorpion rolled backwards uncontrollably from the devastating impact. The gold armor appeared undamaged, but there was definitely damage to the core within. The scorpion stopped, lying lifeless. The centipedes abandoned Heavy Arrow, one swallowing the scorpion before both burrowed into the sand. Calm followed. It was that easy? Luo Feng frowned suspiciously. Heavy Arrow explained logically about puppet cores, but Luo Feng felt something was profoundly wrong. Heavy Arrow has never encountered such powerful guards in 10,000 years. It's my first time, my first space, yet this happened. The scorpion was drawn out by Heavy Arrow, but rushed at me. I can feel it. They had genuine killing intent specifically toward me. Did my coming arouse the tower's defenses against me? He pondered carefully. The tower is clearly reacting differently to me. This means two things. Either it's testing me for ownership, or it genuinely wants to kill me as unworthy. If I were the tower's creator, I wouldn't casually hand it over by luck alone. To pinnacle beings, the Star Tower represents immeasurable value. Luo Feng maintained his calm. I have a strong feeling. Star Tower may very well be the place where I die. The tower definitely had a master before, very likely the creator of the Nameless manual. I obtained that manual unexpectedly. Don't tell me the tower is specially designed to deal with lucky people like me who got it without being chosen. Success means I'll survive. Failure means certain death. Master, I've discovered the pathway, Heavy Arrow shouted. They found a swirling whirlpool at the desert's center with faint starlight within. Let's go forward, Luo Feng decided. They stepped through, reality twisting around them. They emerged in a massive crystalline cavern, enormous glowing crystals everywhere. A crystal forbidden space, Heavy Arrow observed. Master, we should remain extremely cautious. But Luo Feng noticed something crucial. The calling had grown substantially stronger. The calling is getting stronger the deeper we go. The tower wants me to progress deeper. Master, we could retreat through God Country teleportation. No, Luo Feng interrupted firmly. We continue. I need to understand what this tower wants from me. As if responding, the crystals erupted with blinding light. Dozens shattered explosively. From each emerged a 50-meter humanoid figure of living crystal. Crystal warriors, Heavy Arrow exclaimed. Master, their bodies refract energy attacks, incredibly difficult to damage. The crystal warriors' eyes, glowing points of intense light, all focused on Luo Feng with unmistakable killing intent. They're targeting me again specifically, Luo Feng observed. Let me engage them primarily. I need to confirm my suspicions. The battle was fierce. The warriors attacked in synchronized waves, their crystal bodies refracting attacks as warned. However, Luo Feng noticed something crucial. While attacking to kill, their patterns seemed almost educational. Each wave introduced new challenges, forcing him to adapt. This isn't just killing, this is a test. The tower is testing my capabilities, my worthiness. He changed strategy, actively demonstrating his full abilities. His techniques became more refined, showing tactical intelligence and adaptation. After 30 minutes of intense combat, something remarkable happened. The crystal warriors suddenly stopped, freezing in place. Then simultaneously, they all knelt before Luo Feng in obvious respect. The crystals pulsed with warm, approving light. I was right, Luo Feng breathed. The tower isn't trying to kill me, it's testing me. Each forbidden space is a trial evaluating different aspects. Heavy Arrow was stunned. Master, the guards have never shown submission in all recorded history. A golden pathway appeared. The question is, how many tests, and what if I fail one? Looking at the kneeling warriors, Luo Feng's blood ran cold. Failure would mean death. We continue forward. This tower belonged to the Nameless Manual's creator. If I prove worthy through these tests, it may accept me as master. They proceeded through the golden pathway. Each new space presented different trials. A space filled with gravity fluctuations that tested his physical resilience and adaptability. A space with complex spatial puzzles that tested his understanding of space laws. A space with illusions that tested his mental fortitude and clarity. A space with strategic scenarios that tested his tactical intelligence. But with each trial passed, difficulty increased substantially. The calling grew stronger, pulling him deeper. How many more trials, Luo Feng wondered, after the seventh, breathing heavily. And what waits at the end? Master, we've progressed far deeper than most reach it in years. The dangers ahead may exceed anything yet. I know, but I can feel it. We're getting close. The calling is almost overwhelming. As they entered the eighth space, everything changed. Instead of guardians, they found a vast, empty chamber of smooth black material. At the far end floated a small black cube, no larger than Luo Feng's fist. The calling emanated entirely from this cube. Master, that cube, Heavy Arrow whispered with awe. The energy is incredible. It feels like the Nameless Manual. Luo Feng approached slowly. As he reached toward it, a voice resonated, ancient, powerful, filled with wisdom. Inheritor of the 9 tribulations, you have proven worthiness through 7 trials. But the 8th and final trial will determine your ultimate fate. The trial of choice. The cube projected a massive holographic display. Before you lie 2 paths, Inheritor. Choose wisely, for your choice is irrevocable. The first image showed Luo Feng claiming the Star Tower, wielding incredible power, protecting humanity. The sealed stars would be his to command. But the image shifted, jealous universe, masters attempting to enslave him, massive wars, trillions of lives lost. His loved ones threatened, his teacher endangered, civilization potentially destroyed because of the attention the tower would attract. The second image showed a different path. Luo Feng refusing ownership but receiving complete mastery of the Nameless Manual's techniques. The tower would share all its creator's knowledge. This path showed him growing stronger through effort, attracting far less dangerous attention, protecting those he loved without painting a massive target, but never possessing the tower's power or commanding sealed stars. 2 paths, the voice declared. Power through possession with incredible might and incredible dangers. Or complete knowledge without the treasure itself. You demonstrated wisdom, skill, courage, and adaptability. Now demonstrate sound judgment. Choose the path aligning with your true nature and deepest values. Choose now, for the choice cannot be unmade. Feng stood there, mind racing. Heavy Arrow remained silent. This decision belonged to his master alone. This was the 8th trial, the trial of choice. It would determine everything. What would Blade River King Luo Feng of humanity decide? What incredible choice will Luo Feng make? Will he claim the legendary Star Tower and risk everything, or choose the path of knowledge and mastery? This decision will change his destiny forever. If you enjoyed this adaptation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Leave a comment telling me which choice you think Luo Feng should make. Your support means everything. That's all from me for this epic arc. Remember, in Swallowed Star, every choice carries weight, and true power comes not just from treasures, but from wisdom, courage, and unwavering determination. Until next time, stay tuned for more incredible adventures.